day that was quite challenging. I wasn't very talkative because of the ground fog, but it looks like it's much more clear above the fog, which is just a few feet off the ground. It cleared up. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. Short hop, commuting over to Palm Beach. Catch a flight up to New York. Just got a dine in D1. Sorry about that. Sometimes that contour suction cup doesn't have the capacity to hold up, but looks like it's up and running now. Try to put it in a different location. Maybe more grip over here. Hope so. I'm going to climb up to 2,500 feet. Well, we're going to cruise it up here. Oops, doesn't look like anything's holding up today. Alright. Let's try it one more shot before we give up. It's gonna be fun watching that video with this camcorder puffing up and down so many times. Anyway, we're gonna be cruising here at 2,500 feet. And I'm going to talk to myself to try and stay awake until we get to that Airbus A321 up to New York, and I get to sleep a little bit. Been a fun 4 days off. We had quite a bit of activity on Sunday. Went out for breakfast in DeLand, which is right near Orlando. And did some formation flying with a bunch of tail draggers up to Ormond Beach and then back to Vera Beach. We're cruising at about 2,000 feet, 2,500 feet, direction North County, which is just about 10 miles north of Palm Beach International Airport. Cruising at Class Echo now. And visibility for VFR flight at Echo is 3 statute miles. Cloud clearance is 500 feet below, 1,000 above, 2,000 distance from clouds, which is basically what we're holding up to. It's good to rely on the aircraft instruments when you're flying at night. Just in case you enter IMC without paying attention. It's very easy to get into instrument rules. Instrument conditions at night because it's hard to see clouds. On this aircraft we do have the turn and slip indicator, which will show you rate of turn. Will not give you the rate of roll. It's not a turn coordinator. But you will see a rate of turn if you're turning right or left. You'll be able to hold your wings level by holding the turn and slip indicator right on the mark on the top of the instruments. At the same time, you have the ability to maintain coordinated flight by the inclinometer, which is on the bottom of the instrument. This Garmin 696 has a panel mode on it. I don't know if you're going to see it with on the video very well, but you do have a GPS information panel. A bit too bright. It has electronic HSI with course deviation indicator. You do have the needle, left and right of course, and the center of the needle by going direct. You have your destination airport, you have your distance from destination airport. Estimated time, which is about 25 minutes cruising at 77 knots. You have the vertical speed indicator here, ground speed indicator, and altimeter, and turn coordinator with no inclinometer here on the left corner. So none of that stuff is approved for IFR flight. But as a VFR backup instrument, it's something you can use, and I highly recommend any pilot flying VFR get yourself one of those Garmin. It's portable, you can take it with you to any airplane you're flying. If you're a renter, if you're an owner, or if you own 10 different airplanes, you can use that instrument. You can even back up a visual approach with the instrument approach. For example, you can select flight plan, select menu, and then you have the option to select an approach. You're going to select enter on select approach, and you can pick any approaches you have on that airport. North County has an ILS approach, has an RNAV approach to one runway, another RNAV approach to a second runway, another RNAV approach for a third runway, and another VOR approach. We're about 30 miles out. We may be able to get the weather out there, so let's see what they have down there. Frequency is 1997. Okay, so the automated weather observation system, which is an automated system installed on the airfield. It will give you the altimeter setting, the wind, temperature dew point, cloud coverage. The wind was calm when we just listened. Altimeter 2991. Sky condition is scattered at 3,000, which means the cloud coverage at 3,000 feet. From quarter to half of the cloud is covered, which is scattered at 3,000. And then it was broken at 12,000, which is much higher. So we can pick any runway we want.
County General Aviation Airport, automated.
So from what I see right now, the easiest runway to go with will be runway 13, because it's basically a straight in. We're heading to the south, southeast. 13 is pretty much right into it. I'm going to select flight plan, I'm going to select menu and select approach on the Garmin. Next thing I'm doing is select RNAV, runway 13. Enter. It's asking me either to load up the approach or activate the approach. I'm going to load it up. This is the approach. It's already showing up on the screen. On the active flight plan I have en route, which is where I'm going, Foxtrot 45, estimated time 21 minutes, leg is 26 nautical miles, and it's going to tell me here if the Garmin is set up for the particular airplane you're flying, how much fuel you're going to burn to get there. I got 1.8 gallons on this one. The Z-Tap is the final approach fix for that RNAV approach, which is about 5 miles from the runway.
2,000 broken. Temperature 2 Celsius. 2.21.
It's highly recommended every time you're doing a visual approach to back it up
County
electronically with something.
weather observation 0713 Zulu weather.
When I say back it up
Visibility
electronically with something,
condition 2 clouds at
it is
300. Feeling 1
electronic light slope localizer,
Celsius. 2
electronic GPS, which shows you the course,
niner 1
or if it has VNAV, it'll show you the glide path into that runway.
North Palm Beach County General Aviation Airport automated weather observation.
If you have an NDB or an ADF, you can go ahead and use that to back it up.
More than 10. Sky condition 2 clouds at 3.
And PAPI, which is the Precision Approach Path Indicator, or the VASI, which is a Visual Approach Slope Indicator, which give you lighting on the runway and shows you if you're too high, too low, or right on the glide path.
North Palm Beach County General Aviation.
And we're going to see that as we're coming into the
714 Zulu weather.
airport.
Visibility more than 10. Sky condition 2 clouds at
As far as cruise checklist,
feeling 2000 broken. Temperature 2.
fuel is on the fullest tank. We got about an hour and a half on the right tank, not much on the left tank, so we'll stay on the right tank all the way down.
Beach County General Aviation Airport.
Mixture is rich, power is set,
4 Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility
and no time for fuel, which we mentioned earlier. We're good. So the cruise check at this time is completed.
2000 broken. Temperature 22 Celsius. 2.21 Celsius. Altimeter 2991.
Unicom is 2307.
Aviation Airport. Automated weather.
This will be set here.
15 Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility more.
On the standby.
Sky condition 2 clouds at 3,300. Feeling 12,000 broken. Temperature 22 Celsius. 2 points.
Back to the Dynan D1, which I just bought. Price went down a little bit. That's why I bought it. It's a good safety device.
Palm Beach
And I'll explain that.
automated weather observation 0715 Zulu weather. Wind calm.
By the way, they came up with a Dynan D2,
2 clouds.
which is the second version of the D1.
Feeling 12,000 broken.
The D2 has a little more functions that I'm not going to be using much, but it has the ability to interconnect with an iPad and get some more information transmitted from the iPad to the Dynan.
Aviation Airport. Automated weather observation.
Back to the D1.
Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility.
It's a portable EFIS,
High condition.
which is
3,000
an electronic flight instrument system.
broken. Temperature
Basically what it does,
0.2.
internally it has
Niner 1.
gyros, accelerometers,
North Palm
sensors
Aviation Airport. Automated weather observation.
to give you
16 Zulu weather.
attitude information. When I say attitude, it's pitch and roll.
At 3.
It's basically a screen that has
2,000.
your artificial horizon. You have clouds, you have the sky on the top, the ground brown on the bottom, and it shows you the pitch and bank information on one instrument.
North Palm Beach County General Aviation Airport. Automated weather observation 0717 Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition 2 clouds at 3,300. Feeling 12,000 broken. Temperature 22 Celsius. 2.21 Celsius. Altimeter 2991.
Okay, that's an updated weather. It doesn't look like it changed much, so we're still in VFR condition with the winds calm. So we're still going to use runway 13. Back to the Dynan. It's basically a portable instrument that you can put anywhere in the panel. You can hang it out here. If you have an instrument hole, you can put it right on the instrument hole in the panel. You can put a suction cup here. You can put it on the right, left side, in front of your face. You can actually attach it on top of the Garmin, so you have a portable EFIS right on top. And it's got its own gyros to give you pitch and back information. Again, it is not approved for IFR flight. It's only for VFR backup. Nothing says we cannot use that instrument now to back up pitch and back information. Now, it has a GPS antenna that you can connect anywhere to pick up satellite reception and give you GPS information. When I say GPS information, it will give you ground speed fare GPS. It will give you the turn coordinator from GPS information. It will give you the rate of roll, the rate of turn. It even has a turn, a slip and skid indicator, which is inclinometer in it. It has an altimeter, which is derived from GPS information. It has ground speed indicator, also derived from GPS information. So it's basically another safety instrument that I highly recommend any pilot should get to back up your primary flight instruments in the aircraft. Now let's assume you're flying IFR, not VFR, and the aircraft is approved for IFR flight. You can use that instrument to back up your flight instrument in the IFR certified aircraft you're flying. Which means if you have a vacuum failure and you lose the vacuum operated attitude indicator and the heading indicator, which is also vacuum operated, you have GPS HSI with heading and pitch and back information digitally from the portable instrument. If you have an electrical failure on that IFR certified aircraft and you lose your turn coordinator or turn and slip indicator, which is electrically driven for backup for the vacuum instruments, you have that portable instrument to back it up. So it's basically redundancy. It's giving you bank information from 3 different instruments. Turn and slip or turn coordinator, whatever's installed on the aircraft. Vacuum operated attitude indicator that is installed in the aircraft. And the third instrument is that portable EFIS. Nothing wrong with extra backup instrument to have. Always be prepared for the worst case scenario of having the aircraft instrument fail and you have your own backup instrument that's independently operated and powered, not just has its own sensors. It's powered by its own internal power. So if you have engine driven alternator, generator, or battery failure in the aircraft, you still have that instrument that you can rely on to get yourself out of that emergency. Okay, we're about 13 minutes, 13 nautical miles out, about 10 minutes from our destination airport, which is North County. And for descent planning purposes, we can start descending in about 5 minutes or so, which is about 5 minutes out. Any anytime you're cruising below 100 knots, it's good to start a descent within 10 nautical miles from the airport. If you're going a little faster and you're a little higher than what we're flying usually, 3,000–4,000 feet, you want to start a descent prior to 10 nautical miles, maybe 15 or 20 miles out, especially if you're coming up from higher altitude, 11,000, 12,000 feet. Okay, we're about 10 miles out. I'm going to make my radio call.
Weather, wind calm, visibility.
North County traffic, Luscombe traffic, 10 miles to the northwest. Inbound for landing, North County, runway 13, North County traffic. I doubt anybody's out there flying at 2 hours, 2:26 in the morning, but you never know. Always use the airman information manual guidance as far as operating in and out of an uncontrolled airport. And that manual will state within 10 miles from the uncontrolled airport, make a radio call and announce your intentions. Which is what we did. We're 10 miles out, inbound for landing, runway 13. You start with the airport, and you ended up with the airport. As far as emergencies, flying at night, first of all, you want to have backup lighting just in case. I have my portable light, which I can use to shine anywhere I want in the cockpit. I have my cell phone here, which I can use also for lighting at night. And they're all portable and independent from the aircraft electrical system. In case of an emergency where you have an engine failure at night, a lot of pilots are nervous about flying at night. What do I do if I have an engine failure? I'm flying along on a single engine aircraft. When that engine fails, you know you're going to be down and eventually within time. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take. There is absolutely nothing different between engine failure in the daytime and engine failure at night. It's always going to be aviate, navigate, and communicate. So first thing first, you're going to fly the airplane. When I say fly the airplane, don't panic. And keep flying the airplane. Okay? Flying the airplane means establish the best glide. On this aircraft, it's 72 miles an hour. Any aircraft you're flying, you need to know your best glide. Okay? Some aircraft are 100 miles an hour. Some aircraft are 130. This particular one is 72, so know your numbers. Establish best glide immediately. Look at your speed indicator, slow the aircraft down, 72, and trim the airplane for that best glide. When you trim it, you can set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about trying to get that speed. It's already there. We're getting close. I'm going to start my descent. I'm about 5 miles out. So I'm going to throttle back just a tiny bit. And I'm going to click the lights because this is an uncontrolled airport. And it's got power, pilot operating lighting at night. So we're going to click 7 times for high intensity lighting. You ready? There we go. There's the lights. I don't know if you can see it on the tape, but as we're getting a little closer, you'll be able to see the airport lights just come on, okay? You can see the runway and identifier lights, which are those 2 bright white lights flashing. And you can see the beacon, which is flashing green and white, which is a civilian public use airport, okay? It's not military. North County traffic, Luscombe traffic, about 4 miles to the north. Straight and approach runway 13, North County traffic. Back to engine failure at night. Aviate, navigate, communicate. 72 miles an hour best glide. Carburetor heat on. That's the second thing you want to have, because more than likely you have carburetor ice. Okay, we're going to continue our descent into the runway. And number 3, note wind direction velocity. There's nothing we can do now because we know the wind is calm, so, and it's hard to see any, wind at night because it's so dark. You got the wind direction and velocity, now you have to navigate and find a place to land. On this particular case, it's easy because the airport is right there in front of us. But if you don't have an airport and you select nearest on your GPS and there's nothing around, just find an open spot. Look around, find a good spot where you can land the aircraft and land it there. On the way down, if you have time, you can troubleshoot. Fuel selector on the fullest tank, mixture rich, adjust the mixture as necessary, mags left and right, back to boat, see if you can get that engine restarted after it has failed. North County traffic, Luscombe traffic, 2 mile final, runway 13, North County. Full landing checklist. Mixture is rich, fuel is still on the proper tank. We're going to turn both lights, landing light and taxi light. And we're going back to here, which is backing up by electronically activating the approach, which we talked about earlier. We can actually activate vectors to final, which will give us a nice extended center line, which is right there, as you can see on the Garmin. Beautiful. Pre-landing check is complete. Now we're looking for the glide path, which is red and white. So we're slightly high. We're going to increase our sync rate until we have 1 red and 1 white, which is right there. North County traffic, Luscombe traffic, short final runway 13, North County traffic. And we're going to maintain those lights all the way down. 1 red and 1 white. Beautiful runway. Look how bright it is when you 7-click it. It is runway 13. Winds are calm. Gonna come in just like you're coming in during the daytime. Round out and flare. Hold it right there. There's your touchdown. Very nice. Wheel landing. Tail's up there. Throttle back to idle. Let the tail sink in. Very nicely. There's your tail right tight landing. Keep flying the airplane even though you're on the ground. Keep directional control. Let the airplane slow down. There's no reason to use the brakes if you don't have to. Gotta make a left on this runway, which is runway 26 left. We're gonna make another left turn here on Foxtrot, which is the taxiway over. To the ramp. North County traffic, North County traffic, Luscombe traffic. Clear runway 13, taxiway Foxtrot to the ramp, North County traffic. Alright, looks like we got a little right turn here. We're going to take that turn. We're going to put the yellow line right between our feet. And we're going to follow those taxiway edge lights, which are blue, as you can see. And looks like we got a couple of Cessnas here, which is where we're going to park the aircraft. Just like so. Okay, we're going to secure this aircraft. We're going to shut everything off. And bags are off. Fuel selector coming off. All the lights coming off. And the last thing is master switch.